All right, what's up, guys? Market update. Thursday, March 16th, 6:34 a.m. in New York. Let's take a look. So, euro dollar. I think last week we were talking about how it was sort of a little indecisive and sort of floating around, getting stuck, and really getting past Friday's news and all that business. This week, much better. And let's do a quick history of what happened this week because it was very clean and straightforward. Without going back too far, and we'll see how we ended up here. We had this fib here going into the last week, or this week rather, and the fib retracement here. And this is when I had the live session looking for a trade, and I said really I wanted to get down here. If you know my setups, this is the bread and butter stuff. Now this happened sort of off hours, and then yesterday this came around. So this is a fib retracement, and then this is the fib retracement here, and off it went. Not that I wanted to get in just before the FOMC yesterday, so it's hindsight, but the setup was here, and then this fib retracement here, and technically it played out the background on the news, which is typical. Now going forward, this is a real move. There's nothing trappy about it. It's not a fake breakout. There's no weakness. It spent many hours up in new high ground, accepting those prices. So all that tells us it's a real move. Now going into today, we had previous resistance turn support, and the 14 EMA, which tends to reject price in strong moves. So that's two things there, and expecting this to continue from this point. Now, I didn't quite get a setup, and I am long on EJ, but here's sort of a double bottom thing. But the strength isn't really there, and the setup didn't quite come together right. Things are very bullish overall, so we'll get through it. So going forward, the euro dollar is bullish. If we happen to pop down here again and maybe get another low, another double bottom thing, we're looking for strength. And that's the idea, is a sign of strength to get in, or however you prefer to get into a trade. This thing is bullish. Now, the main thing here is as long as the previous resistance is acting as support, and I even said live in the session today, it may overshoot. Everything overshoots a little bit, right? This overshoots the 14 EMA. 618 overshoots we see all the time, not in this case. So there's a lot of overshooting. So this is the previous resistance support. We overshot it. So you got to just allow for that stuff. So as long as this is acting as support, which really means what? If it breaks this low, right, it continues down, then I'm saying this thing has at least for the near future, I'm not looking to go long. If it breaks this area, it comes down. So we need to stay really above this support right here, swing point. And it's bullish. So find your way in however you prefer. I haven't seen a proper sign of strength here off the low. It could pull back a bit and hit strength. Any sort of sign of strength could start off this setup. We just haven't seen it. Now the thing is, the interest rate decision for the pound is coming up, and that is maybe why we're seeing this sort of low flat activity, typical before a major announcement. Interest rates are not something to mess with. I'm not even thinking about looking at trading the pound. I barely looked at the pound pairs. I'm just waiting until after that. So you don't have to know fundamentals. Just know interest rate decisions you want to avoid. It's not a common event, so it's not really an issue. But every now and then. So I'll see what things look like. But generally, the market could be a little quiet leading up to that. But there are some very good potential trades, and the background is clean, meaning that smart money is not so worried about some sort of chaotic movement on the chart and a big question mark. They're pre-positioned, and they're sitting those positions. On the euro dollar, they're sitting on longs. Well, a lot of them are longs here. The trade that I'm in, EJ, long, now you see on the 5-minute, and we'll go backwards, the large sign of strength here. This is a fib area, right? This is automatic rally, test for sellers, low volume test, and a push through. It's a little slow, but that's the very familiar pattern if you know my material. And here's the push through, and we are doing very well on that. So if you can find your way long EJ, again, I'm already in. I do consider this, I was in before this broke. Where was I in? No supply here. I let that pass. That was before I was on. And then by this time I was on, here's another no supply, very low volume test in the 14 EMA, right? Sound familiar? That's my thing here. And I got in, I think it was here. Anyway, a lot of times I'll wait for the automatic rally to break. In this case, I did not because of considering all the factors. It was confirmed and good to go. So I wanted to get in. It did end up breaking here, doing it well without weakness. And now it may do a break, a test continuation pattern. If it pops down here, we really want to see it get rejected off of strength. And that's something you can look for. If it does move down, it's a good, strong, confident rejection off buying to get it back out of this area. Now that we broke it, it doesn't really belong back here. If it does, it should get kicked out of buying. If by the time you get the video we've moved up, you can look for retracements and signs of strength to get in. I'm not into chasing it. But I'll get this video out. This is not far from the price I got in, this is about 10, 11 pips maybe above where I got in. So I'll try to get this out there. The AJ, very similar. Oh, I didn't go back on the analysis here, but just to show you, very good situation. This is the fib area of this move up, right? If you draw the fib from here to here. So you get this, and of course, strength, 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 strength all over the place. This is really nice. So this is a very, very good situation, a very good probability on reaching here, maybe by the end of today, right? And in the longer term, it's a simple trend retracement trade, which is what this is, the longer term projection. If it gets to the high and I'm up 140 pips, I'll be happy. But I may leave some on for even an extension for that. So that's how good this is looking. Multiple, it could be 200 pips, could be 80, could be 100. So we're in this area. By the end of today, if we're here, I'll take some profit, move my stop to break even, and let the thing go. Not hold over the weekend though. So we'll see where we can end up tomorrow. Aside from weakness, I'm going to try to milk this thing and take profit as it moves up. Let it do its thing, not overmanage. Unless I see high volume weakness, I'm not going to do anything with this thing. Move my stop to break even at this point. So that's that. Textbook stuff. Really doesn't get much better. Even a fake breakout in the fib area. All my stuff is there. And everything's piled up, these probabilities. And volume, of course. Here is a very similar situation on AJ, uptrend, fib retracement, and if we get in there, look at the buying today off of that area once things picked up. And this is automatic rally, and again, like the EJ, we're just sort of sitting there, but the projection is let's get through here. Again, we're probably quiet because of the pound news coming up. But I'm not fearing the news because the background is so clear that they're long and sitting on it. If they were afraid, they'd be getting out. We'd be seeing some weakness. They would, okay, let's get out here. We got strength, weakness, and it's sort of a flat equilibrium, but there is no weakness. So they're not worried about this pound interest rate really messing up these positions. They're very confident. So again, smart money's position long on AJ and this reaccumulation, and we're just sort of sitting here. This is where we test for sellers. They're not showing up. And buyers are not marking it up yet. Buyers are likely lurking down here again if we do pop down there. So if we do visit this area and you see strength again, it actually helps the setup. It's saying that they're buying, reaccumulating, positioning, anticipating another leg up. But if we just break through and we do it properly without weakness, it should be off to the back to the high of the trend and then some if there's no weakness. So good, clean stuff. Again, I'm avoiding the pound. AU, not... Okay, good. It wasn't my first choice, but now that it's pulling back, this fib area was a bit high, as I was saying in the session. I didn't really want to get in that close to the high. So if we can come back to here, we have our previous... Is it just a support? Yeah. So we have a support area, and that could be basically a double bottom fake break on the retracement of the up move. So we're looking for strength into a down move here to start off the setup. We're very likely going to the high by the end of the day off of that in the near future, and maybe even continuing up. Again, real buying. Restart required? No, I don't want to restart. Why would you require me to restart? I'm arguing with my computer right now. Again, real moves, no weakness, real deal stuff. So looking for that sign of strength here to get in long. I don't like to buy too close to the high or chase it. So we'll see if we get that. That's really it. Again, avoiding to the pound until after the interest rate decision today. And nice clean opportunities here. Hopefully you could take advantage of. That's it. You can join me in the live sessions Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. We start at London Open. And just in case you're new around here and you don't know, I do live analysis. So you're basically, it's like this video, but in real time. You're seeing my charts, hearing my voice. And also I teach in real time as things develop. And every day is different. There's always something new to learn. Whether there's a great setup or no setup. We try to make the best of it. But it's been good lately. It's a great time of year too. March, April basically are always good months for me. I would have to go back many, many years to when I didn't know what I was doing to find a negative March and April. So I do love this time of year. That's it. All right, guys. And also the course is available at the website. I am planning on raising the price soon, so check that out if you're looking to get it. The video course, which is like, I don't know, 14 hours, and this stuff is very detailed and explained in a nice, orderly way. And that's it. Of course, my YouTube videos are free and full of information there, so that's a good place to start. And again, if you're serious, getting serious now, this is a good time of year to witness what the charts are supposed to look like. You know, do you have times of the year like August, July, where it may be untradeable for weeks at a time, and you know, it's hard to draw conclusions and everything, of course, and trade during that time. So this is a good time right now. That's it. All right, guys, I'm rambling, but it's always nice to have people come join me and at 3 a.m. to have a nice group to trade with. All right, guys, take care.